Brothers George and Lou Brindley opened Mason Sandwich Company in Eastchester in 2016. One of my favorite places to grab a quick bite. But what goes into these sandwiches? Anything but quick. Let's go into the kitchen to see how Lou makes one of their sandwiches I've never had before, the crispy eggplant, their take on a semita.
So here we have the making of our Chipotle hot sauce. We start with ripe tomatoes, place them on the grill to char them up. Here we have a shallot, char that as well. You know, you want to give a nice char to it. It goes along with the smoky flavor with the chipotles. So it's based off a traditional semita sandwich, Mexican sandwich. So just rotating them just so you get an even char all around. This is all inspired from our late night semita runs, 3, 4 in the morning. After a long shift, nothing better than a good semita. So as you can see, the tomatoes are all charred here. The shallot's nice and charred. Got a nice smoky flavor that we're looking for, and I'm gonna pull these off. So now we also have here some peeled garlic, some dried chipotles. Gonna add that in. Have some distilled white vinegar, put it in as well, and a good amount of kosher salt. So you want to just do a little smash on the tomatoes, release its juices, let everything all come together, soften them up. So we'll bring this up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, turn it down to a simmer, about 45 minutes, and then we'll puree it all up. We also make our house-made Chipotle Mayo. We start with salt, lemon juice, egg yolks, garlic, Dijon mustard, and then we will puree that and emulsify in the vegetable oil. You take your dried chipotles, put them in some water, bring it up to a boil, let that water reduce down, and then you want to puree that in your food processor. And then once we have our mayo, we'll mix in our pulsed rehydrated chipotles. With our eggplant, we peel it, slice it in our food processor, and we do the standard breading procedure of flour, egg, panko breadcrumbs. We have our oil at 350. Now that our eggplant is prepped and ready, I'm gonna drop it down in the fryer. Always go away from you. You don't want to splash the oil on yourself. We were looking to do another vegetarian sandwich. For traditional semita sandwich, usually consists of a breaded chicken cutlet or pork cutlet, depending on the region. Our take is just we're using eggplant. We're flipping them to get a nice even browning all around. We'll pull that up. Pop those onto there. Soak up a little bit of that oil. Once you pull it out of the fryer, you want to hit it right with the salt so it sticks nice. You always want to salt stuff right as it comes out the fryer. So we take our fried breaded eggplant, we'll shingle it down, layer it nice, add a little bit of salt, add our Chipotle, house-made Chipotle hot sauce, Oaxaca cheese on top, and then that's gonna go up into the broiler to brown. So we have our sesame seeded Boston bread from Orza Bakery in Yonkers, not a traditional semita. And we're gonna butter this up, pull a little bit of the inside out, and toast it up. We found that this works best for our take on semita. So we make our avocado mash every day, fresh. Start with our house avocados, split that in half, pull that seed out, don't throw that away. Scoop it out, add it in, add a little bit of salt, kosher salt. Mash that up. You want to leave the pit in, that will stop it from browning. Some people do lemon juice. This is the best way. It won't turn brown for days. You always want to start with a good foundation of fresh ingredients that you're going to make in-house. Just makes for a good base for everything that you're going to cook. So we don't go cheap on the avocado. Lay it down here nice, just like that, all along the top. We have our fresh cilantro. Have our house-made Chipotle Mayo. We're gonna add some more of our house-made Chipotle Hot Sauce. A little bit on top, a little bit on the bottom. A little bit of spice to it, nothing you can't handle. And now for the main attraction. I'll close it up. Split that down the center. Here we have our house-made potato chips. We slice them in our food processor, rinse the starch off twice, makes for a more crispy product. Fry them low and slow at about 300 degrees. Till crispy, pull them off, let them dry off a little bit, hit them with salt immediately. I guess here we just take it a step above, go the extra mile, and celebrate the sandwich. I am Lou Brindley, co-owner and chef here at Mason Sandwich Company in Eastchester. Thank you for letting me show you how to make our signature dish.